Hi, friends. Today I'm going to talk about Article 1, Ethnography and Culture. I was thinking of an example for this, and I could think about the experience that I had dating a German man. He was much older than me, and I met him in at church. He worked for the church, he was very into church, and we started getting to know each other through this parenting group. And he was we were just talking, having friendly conversations, but he took it as if I was interested in him. And I think this relates to symbolic interactionism, where two people are looking at the same situation but giving a totally different meaning. I also remember when the relationship got serious, and I see people at the church kind of like looking at us, probably questioning our relationship. No one ever said anything. Everyone was very supportive and accepting, but I was a little bit, um wondering, what they thought of us. It was one occasion when we kissed publicly, and he told me like everyone is probably thinking that we are a married couple, because I guess only in the church culture, only married couples can be kissing like that publicly. So I didn't really care much about it, because uh, my generation and my culture is very different, and I did not give it much of importance. Um, Another time was just like the Inuit women. Um, I remember that I loved going to school. I loved everything about America. Um, One time I remember that I was at this class that came from Fullerton College, that they were helping us to apply for the college. It was on my senior year, and there were questions about citizenship and residency, and I was very confused by the questions. I did not know what to do. I asked a very American lady, and she just gave me a look like she didn't understand if I did not have, the proper documentation how I was there. And she was confused. I felt a little bit, I felt embarrassed and unwelcome in a way, but I guess it was just my insecurities. Uh Probably, I don't think the lady meant any um judgment, but probably it was all me. But we were there, doing having that interaction, and being very confused about it. Um uh Sorry. I'm gonna look at the other question. Do you think it is possible for an ethnographer to really be objective and not ethnocentric or biased? Do we need to forget our own culture and values to truly understand another culture? Which I don't think we need to do that. I need that an ethnographer should be able to um, you know, stay with his values, and honor his culture and everything, but also sort of be fully present, and the interaction that he has with this um village community, and try to be helpful and open-minded and respectful, and just try to learn, because he's there to learn and to observe, and these people needs to feel respected and honored, in order to be able to share um this cult their culture with the ethnographer. So I think that is a very sensitive situation, where there should be a lot of respect, and yeah. um About Article 1, nice girls don't talk to Rastas. And the question is, in what way does Joanna, the anthropological field student, manage to create trouble for herself in Barbados? How is it an example of native realism on her part? I think that Joanna did not really try to um I don't know, but I'm thinking, like, she was living with the villagers, and I was wondering, like, she knew probably, what they thought about those Rasta people, and she still did not really, care so much, and when and interacted with them, and this put her at risk of, who knows, right? um Getting injured, getting, I don't know, killed, or even, having more people come, like more of this group come into the village, and do other things, who knows. And I think that she should have been more um respectful of her home, because she was living with the villagers, and if they had all this um prejudices, maybe, but they have the reasons why they did not want the Rastas to be around them. um and I think it was Joanna's fault to just go by instinct and go meet them, and spend time with them. And she's a woman. I think that she should have thought about it, like, what is a woman doing with a man um in private, meeting with that person, going to his home. Um, so I think that she took a lot of risk, and even though I don't think it was right for the villagers to gossip about her, and her reputation got damaged from it. But who knows what happened? No one knows, and no one should care. But at the same time, she was living with them. She was part of the community at that time, and she should have thought about it, because she was not in America. In America, people are more welcoming. They're very open-minded, for the most part. as I know. And yeah, so I think that um she made a mistake by putting in jeopardy his stay at the her stay with the villagers. And she disrespected them, but by not following the rules to keep away from those people that the villagers didn't want around them. I think about after reading these articles, I feel that in my own experience, I know that I tend to meet people, and I get what can I say? I get annoyed sometimes, when I don't see people, getting understanding things the way I do, and I would like everyone to think the same way as me, and I try to like stay away from um keep by myself because I like to live in my own ways. And I think this is not a good thing to do. I I've been thinking about it before, but now I'm thinking about it more when I'm learning about cultural anthropology, that we should um whenever we're in a different culture could be anything, could be like the school culture, any job, they have their own rules, their own ways, and yeah, the way they do things. So whenever you go to a place, you just try to be respectful and open-minded and try to learn, observe, learn, and just be polite and respectful, and try to follow their ways to do things. And yeah, I think that's something that I have to practice more, and not be thinking that like how native realism is, um thinking that everybody should think just like me, because that's not the way the world works, and we all learn about our differences, and that is beautiful. Thank you.